Hello,
Hello,
everyone.
everybody. We're here from Vermont at my sister's house. We're camping about 5 miles away. Hello,
Sweet Pea's with
Peter.
us.
How are you?
Hello,
And
Peter.
we had to come here for service. We have no service at the campsite at all. We have in and out cell phone service, maybe late at night and early in the morning. So we had to come over here and do it. So if you notice, there's a difference between the wall in the back. That's Sandy's photos behind us. Yeah, we're here in Vermont. We had a wonderful day today. We had a really, really rainy Friday when we got here. Friday night, it rained.
Yeah, it was a
really
crazy
cold.
ride up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a really crazy ride up. It took us 2.5 hours. We're 60 miles south of Boston, and it took us 2.5 hours to get from our house through the other side of Boston. That's how bad the traffic was. And I took Finicky Franny. I took my rig through Boston for the first time, and I'll
That made you
never
happy.
ever go through Boston again unless my destination is in Boston, and I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to go around 495 or 95 or whatever, because there's a couple of lanes there where you look in your left mirror and you literally are up against the Jersey barrier. I would say probably 6 to 8 inches, and then you look over here and there's a tractor trailer truck side of you, and you got this much room between the tractor and trailer truck. So not only are you depending on yourself to stay tried and true, but you're depending on the truck driver next to you, who could be tired or trying to read a log or trying to text somebody or anything, and all he's going to do is wander, either one of us, and we'll be clinking mirrors or whatever. Yeah, so it wasn't a fun drive up
Hi,
here.
Rich, Canadian fishing musician. How are you today? We totally enjoyed you the other night on DJ's cartoon.
Welcome.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Welcome.
Hello, Carol Walters. Nice to
Carol's
see
here.
you.
Hi, Carol. Nice to see you.
Sweet Pea's here with us tonight, Carol. Can you
Yeah.
see her?
Yeah, Sweet Pea's right here.
Let me pull her over a little bit more.
Sweet Pea's a little paranoid because her stepbrother, well, her cousin, I guess, should be Steve.
Doesn't like
is here.
Steven.
It's a big old cat, and last time Sweepy got into Big Steve's food, and Steve wasn't going to tolerate it, so Sweepy got a cat paw boom in the butt, and so now she's scared. She didn't even want to come in, but she's actually calming down because she's sitting next to us. Yeah.
That's why she's sitting close, because normally, she's sleeping or snoring, as you guys mostly know. So yeah.
And I know you worry about her, Carol, but her shoulder's fine. It's she might have another issue down the road, but it's only from time to time. We don't know why or whatever. She does something crazy, because even though she's an old dog, she usually jumps first and then thinks later, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and so she can do some crazy stuff even at her age, and she ends up hurting it. She hurt it as a puppy. We're not sure how. She might have even hurt it, at birth or something. We're not sure, but she's always had a neck issue from time to time.
They were sleeping on the bed, a twin bed in our house, and she and her brother at the time, and they were just puppies. I don't know if they were like a year or so old.
Young
They
puppies.
jumped, and she made a quick left-hand turn, and when she made a quick hand turn, she cried because she jumped and then turned, and when she did, she hurt herself. So we started at that point having to do acupuncture
pretty much sure that's
and
what
stuff
caused
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
So
And of course, they would race. We have one doggy door, so they would race, and literally they would meet like the Three Stooges at times, and it was scary. I thought we were gonna have a broken leg or something. They would race to the door, so they would also be dead asleep and launch, and then run for the door
from
at the same
2 seconds,
time.
yeah, from
And
dead
like,
asleep
and
to
like the blink, the blink of an eye. So that's really how we think she heard it. That's why, Cal, when I wrote you the message there, that's what we think happened. We're not really sure, but yeah.
That's what she seemed to,
It's a
she
crazy,
cried out,
crazy
and it was
dog.
sore after that, and so that's what we think happened.
It's a very crazy dog. We've had a maple creamy filled weekend. We've gone for ice cream 3 different times. They make a soft serve maple syrup ice cream up here at several different places, and we've tried all the ones around. I think now we've tried four different places, I think, or whatever, three or four.
Three different places.
3 different places, and it's outstanding. It's just to die for. It really is. I love maple syrup anyways, but boy, I'll tell you, it is great. We had a beautiful day today and a beautiful day yesterday to make up for Friday, though, right? So
we did have a beautiful day. Yeah, it was really rainy, terrible on Friday on the way here, but then the last 2 days have been really nice. Yesterday took a little bit; it was really fogged in, so it took a little while yesterday for the fog to lift. But it's just been beautiful, 60 degrees, just really nice. 2 really nice days. The foliage isn't like peak at this point. We kind of missed peak, but it's still really pretty.
It's still beautiful.
Yeah, just very pretty. Just a little bit muted at this point, but still very, very pretty.
If you're looking at like the south side of some of the mountains, it'll be really kind of still brilliant. But then like the north side, where it's been chilly and colder and stuff like that, the leaves are pretty much gone. So it depends on where you're driving, but the views have been beautiful, really, honestly. Not peak by any means, but just
But very
gorgeous.
pretty. Yeah.
We saw lots of foliage on the way up through northern Mass and southern New Hampshire, but it was pouring so much that we could hardly even see it. Really, it poured. It really did. It poured bad. In fact, I had a little leak in Finicky Franny that I got to address right in the front. There's a little place that I've been looking at, and I knew I had to put some silicone in it, but we were in like a deluge. I had the windshield wipers going as fast as they could go, and you still really couldn't see, and the wind was cranking, and it blew a little bit of water in.
Leaving?
That's how much rain we had anyways, but at least I know
Yeah,
I know how to
okay.
fix it. We didn't do any damage, nothing. We got it, dried out and stuff. Yeah, it was a pretty harrowing drive. It really was.
Especially going through Boston for his
Yeah,
first time.
It took
with
a long
was really
time to get here
close.
for some reason, it seemed.
It did take a long time
But
to
I only
get
do
here.
55 miles an hour. I drive like an old fart, so I'm over in the breakdown lane. Probably if I did 65 and 70, well, not probably. If I did 65 and 70, we'd get here a lot faster. But I have no desire to drive that fast with this thing. So
Plus, we left home at 4:30 on Thursday night, heading for New Hampshire. We were going to stay in the rest area on Thursday night, and obviously the traffic area that's the worst time in the world for traffic. That's the traffic time. So, and we normally go around Boston, but for some reason the GPS sent us through Boston, which was bumper to bumper traffic It took us 2.5 hours to get through. Normally it takes an hour to get from home through Boston. It took 2.5 hours to get through.
yeah,
So
it was about an hour and 50 minutes was lost in just about basically stop traffic. Hello, Bud Files, welcome. That's check out that channel, and it's the Bud Files, BUDD. Check out that channel; it's really cool. Hello, Camping Therapy. Hello, Doreen. Very nice
to see you guys.
Very nice to see you.
Thanks so much for joining us. We so appreciate it.
Doreen, it looks like you've been having a lot of fun camping this summer, huh? With a lot of nice rallies and stuff. I hope you've made some friends and had a lot of fun. So here we are. We're in Vermont. We're in my sister's living room because we have no service at our campground whatsoever. None. Like every once in a while, we'll get a little bit of cell phone service. So that's why I haven't responded to anybody. We haven't watched anybody's videos. We haven't done anything on YouTube at all or nothing because we've had nothing. And when we're out riding around, we're doing things. We're not really paying attention.
Doreen, I get the burnt out part.
Doreen, I'm tired.
Doing camping we've only been how many times?
We've been like
every weekend lately.
Every single weekend for the last probably month and a half.
So next weekend's our first weekend off, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Just being home and not having to hurry through work to get everything loaded to get going type thing. So I'm looking forward to it.
We work full time, and we do a lot of the cooking for the camping weekends ahead of time during the week. So the weeks are like a whirlwind. It seems like we just get out of the camper, get into the house, and we're basically loading the camper back up again, which is a good thing, I suppose. But we're getting older, and our bag of energy used to be this big when we were 18 and 30 and 40, and now when we wake up, we have this much energy. So you got to dole it out throughout the day and throughout the week. So we don't have the energy that we used to. I used to go and go work on race cars till 11 o'clock at night, or go to the races or whatever, not have an issue. Now I got to be to bed by 8 and up at 3:15, or I ain't got enough energy to make it through the day. So it makes it a little tougher as you get older.
Totally.
If we had a camper and we were young, I could see where it would be a lot easier. But we're having a blast. I'm not complaining. We are having a blast. But yes, Doreen, we are tired too. I get it.
She said next weekend's her last weekend too.
Yeah.
So we're taking this weekend off, and then we have one more
maybe
the following one more the following week. We're having some work done for Nikki Franny.
Yeah, we're having.
So depending on when that comes back or not, we're not sure how long that'll take.
On Tuesday, I'm going to have universal joints put in it because when we had the quartzite, that's the only thing I'm not sure about, because the front universal joint in it went bad, and they only replaced the front universal joint, and there's 4 more universal joints on it, and that they're going to go bad. So I don't want to head for quartzite Arizona with universal joints that could go bad that you can't put any grease into. So Tuesday we're going in for universal joints, and if we get it back in time, we're going to do one more camping trip. If we don't, we're going to leave Christmas Day though for quartzite. So we got a lot of work to do to it between then and now. Nothing heavy duty, nothing expensive, but a lot of little small things that we got to do to it to get it ready for the winter.
Now I just got that new leak to work on.
I got a new leak to work on, but I know exactly what's going on and where it's coming from. It's not an issue. We didn't hurt a thing. We only took in maybe, I don't know, 6 ounces of water. It's no big deal at all. And if we wasn't in such a deluge, we wouldn't have even taken water. I swear, it was definitely raining hard. So
Doreen's thinking about cleaning getting her car detailed. I'm thinking about getting my house clean because I haven't had time. It's been crazy. We got home last week on Monday. I think we got home. What time we get home last week? Monday.
geez, we got home like probably
two so
2:30ish.
yeah, and then we ended up doing our
Then we
live
did our
last week at
live.
4. So it was literally came home. I ran to the store to get the game, and I came back home and got something to eat quick, and it was time to do the game. And then we did Lucky Dog. We always do Lucky Dog on Monday, so we did that. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday worked, and we left Thursday night.
Yeah,
So it's been a really quick week trying to fit everything in. So yeah, getting my house clean might be something that might need doing.
See, I don't even notice it. To me, the house looks clean, but if I was a bachelor, the house would probably not. It look very clean to most people, but I wouldn't notice the difference. So, but Susie's on it, usually, but she just hasn't had time. That's crazy. Anyways, speaking of Susie, okay, we're gonna have some fun with Susie. Do we have everybody here, Sue, that you think's gonna come? Because this is okay. Susie has been very fussy about stuff that she's eaten all of her life, like vegetables. She only ate corn for the first probably 35 years of our marriage or whatever. I mean, just recently she started kind of. I mean, she'll eat a little broccoli, whatever. Just for instance, she had her first steak and cheese sandwich when she was in her 30s, and she's in her 30s still, and
plus,
and just recently she had her first, and we can't remember why, but she had her. Oh, I know why. She can tell you, but she just had her first bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and she loved it. So now we're having bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches on the weekends when we camp, and she loves it. The other thing that Susie has never had, and she'll tell you, I don't like candy corn. She'll tell you, I don't like candy corn. But ask her, have you ever tried candy corn? And Susie goes, no. Well, my sister gave me a bag of candy corn, who's in the background here somewhere. We're going to bring her in a little later in the live. So for all of our YouTubers, we're going to watch Susie at 30-something have her first piece of candy corn, and I'll bet you she likes it. How much you all want to make a bet? For some reason, she hasn't in the past, so we're going to open one up. Merton's going to have one first, though, because I've been looking at this bag all day.
How about gluten-free?
They are.
Sweetie wants to try one too.
Creepy wants one too.
Can Sweetie try mine?
Take your time and chew it and savor it. Don't just swallow it.
It's all right. How about?
You want another one?
No.
No? Okay. Anyways.
Everybody's been doing the hot chip challenge or the hot sauce challenge. Devil Dog did that last couple nights ago. And here I am trying candy corn.
Yeah. I don't love candy corn either, Doreen, but I will eat it, if it's the only candy there. But I can remember when I went trick-or-treating as a kid, the candy corn was probably the last that went, Not that I'll throw it away. I won't throw anything with sugar in it away. Nothing. I'm addicted to sugar. I'm going to end up in the diabetes aisle in CVS if I keep it up, in fact, because I've been eating way too many Reese's Pieces and way too much sugar for a guy my age. I can't help it. I'm addicted.
Cal made the yucky face, so it's all right. It's not. I mean, there were no other candy on earth I would eat it, but
yeah, it is a yucky face, isn't it? I thought it was a smile.
Yeah, no, it's a yucky
Cal,
face.
I get it. All right. Oh.
I bet Sweet Pea would have liked it though. She got to try it.
So, anyways, yesterday we went back to Montpelier and we went to the Vermont State Museum. We did a film on it.
That was nice.
It'll be coming up on our channel here soon. Well, Susie did a film on it. When I get in there, I didn't have any SD card in my camcorder. And and then we went and visited the inside of the State House. It actually lets you, do a free tour. It's like you don't have to go with the tour. You can wander around. They have everything gated where you can't go, but you can basically you could go right up inside the dome.
2 floors. Yeah.
Yep, you could do basically the whole thing.
Beautiful.
You couldn't get back to the cafeteria, and I'm sure some of the Senate, the Senate offices, hallways and stuff, you couldn't do that. But basically, you did the whole thing. Oh my God,
it was beautiful.
It's been there since the mid 1800s. We figure we're not sure, so I'm going to do some research on it before I do my film on that. But it's been there since the mid 1800s. The workmanship that is in that building. I don't care about politics. I don't want to get into politics. I don't care if you liked Bernie Sanders or didn't like Bernie Sanders or whatever. I didn't care about the politics part of it. But the building
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. Oh my God. And I was apprehensive. I mean, I'll go because Susie wanted to go. I mean, it's cool. It's not like I didn't want to go, but I wasn't really like eagerly looking forward to it. But once I got in there, I was like mesmerized by this building. The craftsmanship that went into building this building probably can't even get anybody to do it today. It's just
Oh, no.
amazing. The carving and
beautiful.
all of everything around the doors, all the ceilings, the chandeliers. Um, you have to see it to believe it. And Susie took a lot of film, so I'm going to be doing also a video on that. But when that comes up, check it out. It's just beautiful. Susie got a lot of nice film.
Peter said he loves candy corn, except if he eats too much, it bothers his stomach because too much sugar.
Peter, sugar bothers my stomach too, but it doesn't stop me. You know, I'm totally addicted. I mean, I understand this with things way more worse than that to be addicted to, but sugar's really not good. You know, over and over and over. Yeah, so we had another day, and then we went for ice cream. Then today we went and saw like a small exhibition that was kind of crazy. It had a giant chair and a giant couch and giant spider web in a tree. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I did a little video on that too. So we got some videos coming up on all of this stuff, but very, very fun. And our campground, we actually like it a lot. It's Woodbury Meadows Campground. It's a hip camp. It's privately owned. He has 5 campsites on his private property there. It's very, very quiet. The views are fantastic. It's got a nice, clean bathhouse, nice, clean shower. Your neighbors aren't really right up against you. Like where we were, there was a guy behind us, but he was more like a camp host. It's where he, like, I think helps out in camp, so he didn't bother us. We didn't even know he was there.
Yeah, it's very peaceful.
Very, very peaceful. There's a lake across the street. Yeah, it was just Woodbury Meadows Campground. We highly recommend it. You know, it's a little pricey. And once we get our,
I think it's basically comparable. We've just been doing state parks, which are much cheaper.
which are much cheaper.
Right.
And probably like next year when we come up here and stuff, because Vermont is one of our new favorite states, so we're going to start spending some time up here. Even if my sister didn't live up here, we'd still come up again, I think. But anyway, we have a lot of state parks up here, and none of them, and they're beautiful state parks, but none of them have hookups. But me and Sue are not afraid of boondocking. In fact, we will. The only thing stopping us is right now we have a new generator that I haven't yet installed, so we can't really boondock. But probably next year we'll come up to all of these state parks, which are in the middle of mountains and right next to lakes, and and it's $17 a night or $27 a night. That's the range.
As compared to 50.
As compared to 50. Right. So, and we can, as long as we have batteries, we have a generator, and we're good. We can make it. We've been practicing boondocking with water, and we know we can make it 4 days easy on 38 gallons, which, from what I understand, is not too bad. I mean, it's certainly, we're not experts, but Tom and Lori RV Life has just taught us a great deal about boondocking because they've been doing it like for years, and they have a lot of secrets that we took up. The lighting, how you can have lighting without drawing up your house batteries, lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff.
Carol, it's not been cold here. It's been like 40 some in the morning, but it's been beautiful the last 2 days. During the day, it's been about 60. So it's been really, really nice. Very nice. And you're right, Doreen, a lot of places don't allow generators. In fact, where we're staying right now, they have a few places that don't have electric, and it says no generators allowed. But the generator we did get, many people say that you can sleep right next to it. You don't even know it's running.
Don't even know it's running.
So we don't know for sure yet because it's not, he hasn't put it in the camper yet. But we're hoping that that's the truth, and that if we did want to go someplace like that, they would allow us to have it. I'm not sure though.
It's so quiet. It's so quiet. It's only one of 2 that can go into national parks, and most people from the reviews I said was when they started up from inside their rig, they literally had to go out to listen to see if it was running. So that's really cool. So we won't be bothering any of our neighbors with that thing. It's great. Even in Quartzsite, we can crank it up because we don't have any solar panels. We have no money for solar panels. Not that we won't in the future, but right now we've blown a lot of money on this thing, and we're trying to save our money to go to Quartzsite. So solar panels or Jackery or any of that right now is just not in our budget. A drone may be in our budget, but
that's the next thing he wants is a drone.
But, yeah.
And welcome Corner Clubhouse, Cobalt 66. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Absolutely.
We really thank you. And they reminded everyone to do the thumbs up, please. So please send a thumbs up to us.
And Peter, you and I are in the same boat. I know I do a lot of things for myself that I know isn't good for me, but it doesn't stop me. She'll try to stop me. Are you sure you should do that? You do it, and I'll go, leave me alone, and then I'll do it, and then I'll complain to her because I get a 6 stomach, and she'll go, you're stupid, blah 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 blah, whatever. So yeah, I'm definitely in your boat. I definitely don't use my head when it comes to eating the wrong things a lot of times.
And Carol, you're right. We'll have to go back to the PTA bath. So
Yep.
So we'll try to save money that way.
So this weekend we just didn't really care because we got full hookups and we just didn't feel like dealing with it.
Except for this morning, I was like, "What's that water in the shower?"
I forgot.
And I guess we were a little full. Our gray tank was a little full.
There was a little water in the tub, and from watching all the YouTube channels, I went, "Oh, I should have emptied the gray tank last night," and I didn't.
We weren't paying attention to it. We've been kind of had a dull weekend.
Yeah, we've had dull brains or something.
Yeah.
I think it has something to do with the long ass driving up here. It was terrible.
I think it's just like getting burnt out, like Doreen said. We're just getting burnt out, and we're just tired.
Plus, we totally relax when we can.
Right.
So that kind of puts you into this like no thinking state. Like today, if I had to be a mechanic and do something complicated, I would have been in trouble. Definitely. I must have lost things 100 times today. It's crazy.
Oh my God. That's normal. Wait, that's normal. Let's not exaggerate. That's normal.
I actually went into the State House and
that was
and
funny.
I didn't bring batteries stupidly for Susie's GoPro. So Susie's battery ran out, and I got my camcorder. So I handed it to Susie. Susie opens it up, and guess what? No SD card. So we actually went into the State House basically with nothing to film with. Thank God I remembered I did have a GoPro battery here, which had 80% in it or something. So
So we were able to tape, which we would have been very, very disappointed.
Oh, I hate that's how it actually happened to us. There's nothing worse when you're that's why we're amateur YouTubers, because we don't know what the hell we're doing really. But just saying. But we have a lot of fun regardless whether we know what we're doing or not. But anyways, yeah. I can't tell you how many times I've forgotten batteries, or I'm sitting there and I'm recording something and I'm digging it and I'm zooming in and I'm moving along and I zoom back and I go to myself, oh my God, I think I just got some nice footage, and I look up and I haven't pressed the record button. So we're not professionals, probably never will be.
Hello, Steve, Desert Adventures. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hi, Steve. How are you?
And Doreen, you're completely right. We do need to keep it full for emptying the black tank. But he usually tries to play with it and pay attention to it a little bit.
Right.
Let some, because we did have full hookups, so we could have let a little bit out, but we kind of just
I just
weren't paying attention.
Yeah, and we both took long showers, and Susie did dishes.
I've been doing dishes
3 or 4 times,
normally.
just letting use lots of water. And I didn't even think of the black tank, but when we got up this morning, there was that much in the tub. And from watching YouTube videos, I knew exactly what it was. And the good thing about that is that none of my drains leak, because if they did, the water wouldn't be sitting in the tub, according to the experts. So it's actually a good thing I tested my drains, right? That's what I was doing. I was testing my drains. Yeah, that's it.
And as I was cleaning, he's like, "It's okay. The shower will wash it out." And I'm like, "Yeah, but let's just clean it out."
Yeah, she had to clean it.
He said, "It's just gray tank." I'm like, "Yeah, but you still don't want to stand in it. So let's just clean it out." So I cleaned it all out and wiped it all down so he could take a shower this morning, so it wasn't yucky. So,
right.
Got a clean shower with a nice shower with a clean tub.
Yeah,
clean bottom.
The other thing, and I guess if anybody out there has done some RVing, like our refrigerator, it seems to either freeze or not freeze. There's no fine adjustment. It seems to vary greatly with the outside temperature.
Or how much food's in it.
Oh, how much food's in it. I mean, is that the way it works? It's not like a home refrigerator, it seems like if there's a lot of food in it, it works better. Okay. If there's not a lot of food in it, it'll freeze water, or it'll freeze a watermelon. It's weird. I don't know.
It has freeze.
I was just wondering.
Pretty much frozen.
I'm not complaining. It's a great refrigerator, actually. It could be bigger, like everybody says. It could be bigger. Today we cooked a big dinner where we had with my sister, we had a baby back rib dinner. We made, rolls and everything. And I'll tell you what.
Corn muffins.
There was no count. There's no counter space. I understand now why Lori from RV Life uses her table instead of her counter, or uses it as a counter. I get it, because
there's no space.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, everything's going to be strategically placed and strategically done. And Sweepy's digging it, though. I must say, Sweepy's actually digging it. First of all, she loves Sandy, so she's been going crazy the last couple of days. Sandy spoils her by giving her lots of snacks, and that's all you got to do with Sweet Pea is give her lots of snacks, and she'll love you to death. If you ever show up, if you ever see us and you ever show up, just give Sweet Pea a snack and she'll love you. She'll stop.
You'll have a
barking.
friend forever.
Yeah, you'll have a friend forever, and she'll remember you forever too because you gave her a snack. There's no doubt about it. Forever too. Like she still chases the mailman, and the mailman that used to give her a snack was like 8 years ago, I guess, or whatever. And the new mailman is
Long retired.
Long retired, and the new mailman never gives him a snack, but she still chases the truck, hoping that a snack will come out. You know, so that's Sweet Pea. Right now, she's deadly focused on the carpet because she must have found the crumb. So now she's focusing like a vacuum cleaner. She wants to find the crumb.
Steve said the RV life takes time to learn, and as soon as you think you've got it figured out, something goes wrong.
I'm sure.
That's
Steve,
where we're at,
I'm
pretty
definitely
much.
sure. Yeah,
We
there's
think
always
we haven't
something.
figured out, something goes wrong.
Yeah, there's
right?
always something. I've just decided that it's going to be like another part-time job, and that's fine because we have so much fun in it. I don't care, you know. And I'll do as much as I can because we don't have a lot of money, so I'll do anything I can. I could probably do the universal joint if I was a little bit younger, but I am not going to pull that universal joint with the 2 carrier barons and everything out in my yard, laying on the ground, getting it to a machine shop, blah blah. No, so we're just taking it to one of our friends, and they're going to do it. We hope it's done by the 30th.
We're hoping, yeah, because we're hoping to go. We're having taken next weekend off, and then the weekend after that, we're just going to Horse Neck Beach, right in Westport.
Yeah,
We're staying close to home, 20 minutes away.
8 miles from home, maybe,
Yeah,
and it's
that's
only 20 minutes away because it's all little tiny back roads to get
Right.
there. It's like by the way the crow flies, it's probably more like 4 miles really.
And then our big trip will be when we go to Quartzsite in January. That'll be our big trip.
6 weeks.
So we're looking forward to that for sure. We'll head out then in January, December actually. The end of December we'll head out to go to Quartzsite. So that'll be our big trip for the camper. That's why he's trying to be so good and make sure everything's all set, so he doesn't have to worry about it on the road.
Yeah,
he wants to make sure it's
the only thing I'm worried
all
about
smooth and easy.
That the front shocks, and I was going to do belts and hoses, but I'm looking at the belts and hoses, and they are just pristine, like brand new shapes. I don't think I'm going to do those, but I am going to do the shocks. The shocks are a little bit wore out, floats a little bit when you hit. It kind of gives it that second instead of just stopping, you know. So, but I can do that myself. That's easy. I'll do that at work some afternoon. It's no biggie. Other than that thing's been working perfect. So
yeah, it runs really nicely.
Really, we've had
we've
had a couple of leaks, water leaks. Okay, I'll admit it, but anyways, we had a leak in the back the first time we came to Vermont. Okay, and so I panicked.
Hey, get out of there!
So
sorry, guys. Sweet Pea's up to no good.
I got to attend to Sweet Pea. Watch this for a second.
She's eating. Sandy has a pot of catnip there, and Sweet Pea's decided she wants to eat it. I don't know if catnip's good for dogs or not.
No, that's not catnip. It's just grass.
It's just grass.
Oh, it's grass. Oh, okay. It's just a grass
She can
plant.
eat it.
Sorry.
Yeah, she could eat it, but no. She wound up having it all over the place. So we're going to get Sweet Pea right here. Say hi. Hello, everybody. That's all your fans. You're the star of the show. It certainly isn't us. That's for sure. So where was I?
I can't remember. Too long ago.
Oh, yeah. We have a lot of things to do to it, though, between now and the time we leave for Quartzsite, though. Little things like I want to winterize it better. And shocks. The belts and hoses look fine, like I said, but the tires are brand new. I got under it and checked the brakes last week. They're like brand new, literally. I didn't really look at the rear, but I could feel it, and they feel just as good and thick. Got really good brakes. Everything works perfect on it so far, except
It does.
I know what I was saying.
Oh, you want to admit to what you did?
Yeah, the last time we were in Vermont, we had a leak in the back window by Sue's bed. So I panicked because I don't want any water damaging my rig. So any kind of water I see at all, I panic. So I panicked, and I could see in the channel at the back window where there was water sitting there, and oh my God, the window's leaking, blah, blah, blah. Well, next year after we're done with Quartzsite in the spring, I'm going to put all new window rubbers in the back anyway. So what I did was I took some caulk in and I sealed, around the window. And then on the bottom, I noticed these little slots. So I'm looking at them and I'm saying, those slots are stupid.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to leave those slots. So I plugged it with silicone. Then I went around to the other window on the other side, plugged that with silicone, not realizing that the window's designed to actually take a little water between the slides, and there is a channel that runs down, and it's supposed to run out the two holes that I plugged. So both those leaks were my fault. So I realized what I had done, and it leaked a
When
little
it was
bit.
leaking this.
And it leaked a little bit the other night. But the reason why is because where my dad had it parked, that side of the rig was always under trees. The other side of the rig wasn't, and the actual drains were clogged. That's the problem. Not only clogged, I had them totally stopped up with RV, with silicone, but they were clogged because of all the smegma that got in there from the trees. So I took a razor blade, I went like this, a bunch of black stuff come out. It was like a miniature Niagara Falls for about 30 seconds. So then I said to myself, well, maybe the other window's the same way. I still had the silicone on it, but no water came in on that window yet. But the channel was full. I plugged it, another 30-second Niagara Falls. So those two leaks in the back window was my fault. And they weren't really leaks. They were just kind of going over the channel, and it was leaving a little spot on the floor. But the front, I definitely have two leaks on the side that I know exactly where they are. I have to take off the seal, re-cork it, put everything back together, and it'll be fine.
Bye, Doreen. Thanks so much for stopping in. Appreciate it.
Jamie's Country Living, welcome.
Hello, Jamie. How are you?
Thank you for watching our videos lately. We fully appreciate it.
I'm looking forward to that sticker. We love stickers.
Yes,
so
anybody who wants to send us a sticker,
we'd love to have
we
them.
would love to have them. And if you want to send me an email with your address, it's Ron Cornell, CORNELL 543@gmail.com. So if you want to send your sticker,
Yeah, right.
So if you want to send a sticker, you can, because we're going to be doing a shout out. We have, some stickers already. So if you want to send us some more, we can add you to it and give everybody a shout out at once. And all those stickers are going to go on our rig and travel across country. So.
And originally, when he tried to fix the laminate, he put pieces of wood, and originally the plan was to paint it up, but we figured it was going to look like a hippie van. We didn't want to be driving through any small towns where they're like, look at those hippies. Maybe we should check them out.
Look at the dang hippie from Massachusetts. Let's pull him over and have some fun. So we
decided we didn't want to do that.
That's why we didn't do it, because we didn't want to look like hippies.
So we decided that his sister gave us a great idea just today and said that we should go ahead and put the stickers on those pieces of wood.
Right.
So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to put the stickers on there, which we'll see them every time we go in or out of the camper. We'll see them. So that's where anybody wants to send us a sticker, we'd love to have them. We love stickers.
And we were going to put, traveling Merton and Sue on the side, but then by watching a lot of our YouTube friends who have had trouble when they've, like, you don't want people to necessarily know where you are, when you're there, and all that kind of stuff, because, you can have trouble with people. So we're not going to put traveling Merton and Sue on the side. We're going to put our sticker on the side. They won't know that we're traveling Merton and Sue along with everybody else's stickers. So. But anyways, anybody's going to come across our van, they're going to see all the YouTube channels on there that they can check out. So send us a sticker and we'll give you a shout out, for sure. We're supposed to do it by now, but we're actually going to wait a little while. So if you want to get the stickers to us, it's Ron Cornell 543@gmail.com, and I will send me your address, and
you'll send them your address to their email.
See what I'm talking about? This is why I don't want to be a mechanic right there today, because my mind's not with me. Yes, I need your address. No, you need my address to send me a sticker. I will send it back. I will send it back to you. I'll send.
Exactly.
Yes, there you go. Thank you, Sue.
And we are going to have some stickers made up. We just haven't. I got my nephew does that kind of thing, and so we're waiting on him. He's a little busy right now, so as soon as he gets going, we'll be sure to share one with you guys as well.
It's supposed to have me, Sweepy, and Sweepy and Sue on it, and then it's supposed to have a little Class C or something, and then like a highway or something. I don't know. He's got some sort of design in mind that we're going to try out, so we'll see.
So Carol, his full name is Merton Ronald, and he did not like Merton as a kid, so he is always going by Ron or Ronnie. His anything for work would be anything like his license says M. Ronald. He has never used Merton. Well, when we first started the channel, it was called Boston Terrier Cuteness, but right away he got a
copyright
thing
for the name.
So he went downstairs and started thinking about what he was going to name it. He wanted to come up with a name that nobody else was going to have, and he came upstairs with the idea of Traveling Merton and Sue, which I almost dropped down
And
because I was
my
shocked.
grandfather, who I'm named after, must be like so happy from his grave because I never used the name Merton, and my father never used the name Merton, and I didn't use the name Merton because I was made fun of as a kid, because of it, and I just never used it. Not that I'm wounded by it, but I just stopped using it as a kid, so I just never used it. And even my mortgage would be M. Ronald Cornell, M. Ronald Cornell Jr. All of that. But so I figured also, how many Mertons are you going to find on
Right.
YouTube? I'm sure they're out there. I guarantee it.
Not many Mertons in general we
And
found.
you're not going to find another Merton and Sue. So we had our name actually patented with the government, so nobody can ever take it. So yeah, traveling Merton and Sue is ours forever. And
But basically, he goes by Ron.
yeah, basically I'm called Ron.
Right, that's what he goes by as Ron.
Well, that's the only names that I'm called that we can use.
Sometimes shithead. No, oops, I didn't mean that. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean that, guys.
She meant it. Don't worry. She meant it. But yeah, so.
Oh, Steve said his father's name was Merlin.
Merlin.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, that's not too far away.
That's not far at all.
I've met
but
one.
He didn't like it. His nickname was Buck.
Yeah, see, I've met one other Merton in my life, and I can't for the life of me even think of where and when, but I remember meeting one other Merton in my life somewhere along the way, and I was amazed. So there's a pretty rare name in YouTube. Plus, when everybody gets Merton, they remember Merton and Sue for sure, because
there are
it's a
no
name
Mertons,
that certainly ain't Mike or Joe. That's for sure. And I'm older now, and the name doesn't bother me. You want to make fun of me because of the name? Fine, make fun of me. I'm actually proud of it because it was my grandfather's name. I don't care. But when you're a kid, of course, you get wounded by being made fun of. So you want to be stealth. You don't want to be made fun of by the other kids. So
Carol says, "Call you anything, just don't call you late for dinner."
You got that right. I'll never late for dinner. Trust me.
Hello, Dawn Ray. Thanks so much for coming to visit us. It's so sweet of you.
It is. It amazes us how many friends we have on YouTube that have watched us.
I know
it floors us.
We're working.
Floors us.
It's growing all the time.
Yeah, we're growing.
We can't thank you guys enough for coming to support us.
We're growing slow but sure. It's not our main objective, but it is one of our objectives is to grow. Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, we're having a lot of fun doing it. So we like to film. I love to edit. I just do.
Edit.
I do. I love to edit. So Suki's a little bit out of breath.
Yeah, Sue's extremely tired. She is.
Hold on a minute. I'm going to get some air for her.
She's been on an adventure, and she doesn't stop. So it's been very busy. So she's very tired. So she's going to go and crash. Oh, did she lock it?
No, you just got to really pull on it.
So yeah, she's really tired. She's been going, and she gets so excited by Aunt Sandy. She loves her Aunt Sandy, so
yep,
that keeps her busy.
So yeah, we're getting, we've learned a lot since we've gone camping. I mean, we're going to make a list of things. We're going to sit down in the next week or two or whatever and make a whole list of things that we've learned since we've been camping. This is probably our 10th time. I don't know. We've lost track.
I can't remember anymore.
I can't remember where we've been or whatever, but yeah. And we're going to make a list. Then we're going to do a little video on stuff we learned and why we learned it. And some of it's kind of funny because we've done some really dumb things. I've done some especially dumb things to it, but trying to be anal about it and doing things right. Like I blew the generator right out of the thing by sending juice in backwards.
We think he's trying too hard. So
yeah, I'm trying too hard. It's like
trying so hard to fill the holes in the camper, and he finds out that they're drain holes for the windows.
And I end up clogging them up and causing a leak anyway.
So he does try too hard. He's like kind of an overachiever that's not getting it quite right.
I must say though, yesterday my heart sank when I found water because I've seen YouTube videos where the front of the Class C's will rot because of water, and then they'll collapse over the windshield, and then basically you're done. And I got in there. Me and Sue took it apart and got it in there when we got here, and I laid in there. There's no damage, there's no nothing, and I actually slept well because I know that it'll be fine. I know exactly where you can see exactly where the water was coming from, the whole deal, and it's nothing. It's really not a big deal. We probably wouldn't even have noticed water. It's actually a good thing. We probably never would have even noticed water had we not been in such an extreme driving rain. Right. So it's a good thing. And I know for a fact that nothing's leaked under there because I cleaned out back there, because what it is, there's a bed that slides out for like a kid to lay on that goes under the cabinets above the cab. And when my dad owned it, he was evidently used to always have the bed out. So we had racing newspapers and racing magazines and all this stuff. And they would close the bed, and then the next day they would open it, and one of the papers would stay in the back. Well, there was a bunch of paper back there. When I took that paper out, there was no sign of any water, so I was so happy. That's why my heart sank when I found water. I was like, oh my God! But you can see exactly where it's coming. You can see exactly why it's coming too. So it's not an issue. Yeah.
And unfortunately, Steve, he did not tape that. He went out there to try to figure out what was wrong, and in the process, we didn't bring we always forget to bring the camera on the funny
bring
things.
the camera on the panicking things, because the last thing you're thinking of is the camera. There's been a lot of stuff that you guys have missed because we panic about something and forget to turn on the camera. We keep telling ourselves we should always have our GoPro next to us with a fully charged battery, but we never seem to actually make that happen.
Sweepy does lots of cute things, and it's like, oh, could have got that on camera, but guess what? Where's the camera? Down cellar.
Sweepy does stuff that will go viral on Facebook in a second, but we miss it. It's like she's so crazy. We had one video on her go viral. We got 1,400 views in like 2 days or something. I forget which one it was now, but yeah, she's done lots of things like that, but we can never catch it. It's crazy.
Carol, our camper is 32 feet long, so it's a long one.
It's a dance hall.
It's a dance hall.
It's like driving a dance hall. Although it's not bad. When I first drove it, I was scared to death. Now I'm driving it anywhere, pretty much turning around anywhere, backing it in anywhere. You just got to be careful, use your head, and remember, by all means, tail swing. Because I've had 2 little accidents. It's been because of the tail swing. I got to learn that you got to go forward and turn slow. You can't just turn like you're driving a regular van. And in that thing, you feel like you're driving a regular van because you're in the narrow part up front. So at first, I made a couple of small boo-boos, nothing major. Right? No, I didn't really hurt nothing.
I hope you've done good.
No. When I rented the Cruise America van, though, when we first decided we wanted to do this, we said, well, let's try it. Let's rent a Cruise America van. So I brought it home. I went up. I rented it in Taunton,
not far from home,
19 miles away. I came home. I tried to back it into my driveway. I wrecked my fence. I wrecked my gate, and I wrecked the side. Joshua Tree National Park decal had a big scratch down the side of it. The molding on the back of the rig was dangling in the middle of the air. All the screws went all over hell in creation. And yeah, it wasn't a good deal. So any major wreck I've done has been on the Cruise America van, which me and
no, because you almost backed in with this one too.
I did, but I said any major damage I've done was done to the Cruise America van.
Right.
My son was with me, and he helped me. I didn't want to tell Sue because we had
I haven't gotten home yet.
We had a $500 deposit down, so it would have cost me $500 for this. Bottom line, no matter what. Trouble. And the molding was popped up, and all the original screws were gone. And I'm kind of a half-baked body guy, like me and my brother-in-law used to do it. So I was able to get the whole molding nice and straight and get it all back on there. But I knew damn well that if I didn't use original screws, that he would have noticed it. So I went around the whole rig and picked a screw here and picked a screw there and picked a screw there and put them back in. And the only thing left was the scratch down Joshua Tree National Park. And he never noticed the scratch down Joshua Tree National Park.
Well, the truth is that we think he pulled it out of the field because it was full of mouse poop. It was dirty and disgusting.
It was nothing worth.
And when I complained to him when we brought it back, he said, well, you weren't going fast, so we gave you one of the older ones.
One of the older ones.
You pulled it out of a field. It was filthy dirty, and it didn't run good. It didn't.
Pubic hair on
nothing
the toilet.
Worked. I mean, it had a leak in it. I'm like, that's not a good reason.
Didn't work. The hot water tank didn't work. But we spent the whole weekend wiping up the floor from a water leak.
Oh, it leaked
all weekend. It was terrible. My suggestion is, if you ever want to rent a rig to try it out, don't do it at Cruise America from our experience, because it was.
Well, we rented anyway.
And it cost us $600 for a 2-day weekend, and we got a piece of junk that didn't work. Right. He gave us somewhat of a discount back, but he only gave us $175 back.
Right. So it still cost us good.
In my opinion, we should get at least half back. It's ridiculous. We had nothing. Right. We had no hot water. We had nothing.
No hot water all weekend.
We had the alarms going off for propane leaks. We had water leaks. It was. But we learned one thing on that weekend. Even with the horrifying rig, we liked it. So that's why we pursued it further, because we did. We actually liked it.
That's what someone said. After all that, you still want to go camping?
Yeah. So.
She can get in there.
No, there's nothing really she can get into. She's she might try to chew it.
Sweepy's
up to no good again.
Sweepy's up to no good as usual, because Mommy and Daddy's doing a live and she knows it, and we can't watch it.
Hello,
Hello.
Ruthie. Thanks so much for joining us. So nice of you to come visit tonight. You came in not last week or the week before, but you were on your way to work. So hopefully you're not having to work tonight. And Carol, yes, it's actually a drive-in. It's a RV, so you drive it.
Yeah.
So it's not
It's
a tag along.
It's a Class C. It's a
Class
van.
C. It's
and,
not.
you know,
Yeah, it's not
it's
a tag along.
No, it's a van turned into a camper. It's a 2003. It's old, but it's in really good shape. Really good shape. I'm getting under it, taking care of whatever little rust there is, and I'm going to undercoat it, and all the appliances work, and yeah.
So Carol, we're talking about. I want to stop and visit everybody on the way to Yuma. I don't know if we can do that or not, but where
No way
exactly
can
are
we do
you? Where exactly are you located?
What state is it? A state we're going through? Like we're going to go through West Virginia, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, Alabama,
North Carolina, you're from?
Louisiana.
We're going to North
Yeah,
Carolina.
we'd be going right by North.
So we're going by
Carolina.
North Carolina for Carol.
Yeah, so we might make a visit to anybody that's our friends if they're on the route. We're not going to go very far out of our way because we do have to get to Yuma, but we'd like to say hi to as many of our subscribers and our YouTube friends as we can on this trip, because that's what this trip is all about, is meeting our friends.
Hello, Zachary. Thanks so much for joining us.
Zachary. Hello, Zachary. How are you?
Is that Zach from work?
I think so. Hi, Zachary. Yeah, everything's fine at work. Everything's great. Everything's going good. I miss you.
Yeah, Steve, we agree that the older ones are built better than my brother bought a brand new Class C. I'm not sure what brand it was, but he bought a brand new one.
It's a Four Winds, just like mine.
Is it a Four Winds? But he spent like $138,000 for it, and he spent so much time fixing things that they just never got around. He brought it back and brought it back and brought it back, and they didn't get it fixed. So he ended up he spent a lot of time just fixing the brand new camper himself.
And he would take it to the RV place, and nobody could fix it. They were going to replace this, they were going to replace that, whatever. What it was, he had no propane. It
was supposed to be a grill outside. He had a grill. He was trying to put a grill outside.
Something wouldn't work or whatever, and so he tried to figure it out. And all it was in the factory. Some knucklehead didn't connect the two wires to it, and that's all it was. And they ran through hoops for it. Nobody could fix it. Nobody could figure it out. It's crazy. I don't know. It seems like the mechanics today, the mechanics of my day and previous, we could like rebuild things or fix things. Today it's replace and replace and replace until you get it. It's like weird. I don't know.
Yeah, so he spent quite a bit of time trying to get the grills hooked up, which like you said, I think there was.
Well, he told me too that it was his heat. They had no heat. They had no hot water.
Quite a few issues.
They had no propane that would work. No propane appliance would work because of these two wires. They were going to go to Florida in it, and nobody could fix it. And they wanted him to leave a brand new rig there for X amount of time. Don's like, hell no. And Donnie's smart. He bought it home and fixed it himself. He took it apart. Here's two wires. That's all you had to do is, connect it. And they were going to replace all kinds of stuff, instead of actually getting into it and figuring out why. Maybe running a, electrical test or something. Imagine that, I don't know.
Thank you, Doreen. Doreen's back and she's taking away crazy messages. Thank you, Doreen. Thank you. Our wonderful moderator.
Yes.
It's always nice to have the wonderful moderators helping us out. We can't say thank you enough.
Yeah, we've never had anybody bad come on our channel yet, but we've heard horror stories about.
I just had two.
Oh, we did?
Yep, she just blocked them.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Okay.
Moderator is special. Thank you.
Yes.
You're right, Dawn Ray. It's awesome. We made it big time now.
We have. There's no doubt about it, really.
When you start getting sex ads, you're getting there.
Oh, sex ads?
Yeah, it was two sex things. You can tell he's not reading. He doesn't have his glasses on, so he can't see the computer for that far away.
What's happening right now, Junior?
Oh my God. Where do these people come from, and what are they? I don't understand it. Are there people that just sit at their computers and look to attack lives or something? It's weird. I don't get it.
So, but Doreen's faster than them. Thank you, Doreen. She's fast. Quick draw.
Yep. I didn't even see it either, Steve. So it is a very good job, Doreen. Yes, Very good job. I didn't even see
Trolls,
it.
yes.
Not that I can really see all that well.
Like I said, you don't have your glasses on, so you can't see her.
Oh, the message deleted by camping therapy. Oh yeah,
She's
cool.
on it.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. Got a cup of
She's
decaf
fine.
here. I'm an old man. I can't drink regular coffee at this time of night. I'll be up till 2 o'clock in the morning having a pee every two seconds.
Or not sleeping.
I know
one or
that's
the other.
too much
Information.
info, but you know, as you get older, man, it's terrible. That's why we don't really sleep together, because I pee every 2 seconds and she snores. I snore
Stop
too.
telling me I snore.
I snore too, but it doesn't really keep her awake. However, me getting up every, I don't know, couple hours a night, you know, to wake her up, and then of course then my snoring bothers her because she can't get back to sleep. Now she's sleeping with Sweepy in the camper, and she's liking it. Sweepy's got this little gentle, soothing, constant little snore that she does, and every snore is different. Like you can literally be entertained by it, right? So
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sophie was sleeping on my pillow last night. So my bed is only. It started out being a queen, but we have an air mattress, and somehow we poked a hole in it, so that one's gone. So now we're down to a full size because we can't seem to find the queen size that's like this one. But anyways, he put Sweet Pea to bed a little bit earlier than I was trying to do a live last night for a little while. And by the time I got to bed, Sweet Pea was sleeping on my pillow, snoring. So she shared my pillow with me last night.
Susie watches a man in Texas, Devil Dog. I don't know if you all have heard of him. He's got a really fine channel. He likes to help people out in YouTube. He seems like a really nice guy. He's a retired Marine, so in my book, he's a
Devil Dog is a good guy.
He's a good guy. But anyways,
I'm sure you all probably know Devil Dog.
He was acting like he was 12, and they were doing this
hot sauce challenge.
Hot sauce challenge. And of course, being a Marine, he's not going to back down. Marines don't back down. Matter of fact, they'll go straight forward no matter what. And he did. And he did 2 teaspoons of hot sauce, but he mixed them.
No, he did 2 different kinds. Right.
Right. 2 teaspoons though, right? A teaspoon each.
Yeah, about a teaspoon. Yeah, 2 different hot sauces.
Straight, right? So he did one, he did the other one. Next thing you know, he's up. Susie said he's up and he's leaning and he's like, "Oh, I feel dizzy."
He was dizzy. Yeah, it was terrible.
I don't feel good. And then he disappeared. And then his wife came and said, "Devil Dog's not coming back tonight." So last night, Susie was worried about it. We had a little bit of service at our campground, a little bit late at night. So Susie stayed up late and caught it. And Devil Dog's fine. So if you ever get a chance, check out the channel. Devil Dog, right? Just plain Devil Dog, right? So
Devil Dog. Yep.
Yeah.
And hello, Carl, in Indiana. Thanks so much for joining us. And he's going to send us some stickers. Yay!
We love stickers. We want stickers for the side of our rig.
And Steve, by the way, if you happen to have an extra one of your really cool stickers, I like your stickers. If you happen to have an extra one, you can send it our way. We'd love it.
And your drone footage, Steve, is outstanding. I just have to say
he just likes it.
I just love. Well, I love anybody's drone footage, but yours, especially out there in the desert, it's mind blowing. It really is. You do a really nice job with it. Really, really nice job with it. Some beautiful scenes out there in Arizona. I can't wait to get out there. I like New Mexico. I like Arizona. We like Utah. We like Nevada. All that area. It's just gorgeous.
Jordan said she wakes herself up snoring, which he does that all the time.
I'll be sitting there watching TV and I'll be and I'll look around like somebody else made the noise, and it was actually me. So I get it. Yeah.
He was sleeping on the couch the last weekend while we were camping, and he was doing the Three Stooges thing, and I was laughing. I'm like, should I get the camera out and I'm like, no, I'll be nice. I won't do that and put it on Facebook. But then
I got video of her from last week that I'm putting up. So
no, he's not putting it up.
It's going to be a little short. It's going to be
Susie not sleeping. Putting it up.
Does Susie relax during camping is going to be the title.
No. So he caught me sleeping. I was nice and didn't tape him, which that would have been hilarious. And I did not tape him.
Oh yeah, it would have been hilarious
but
way.
Now he's got me sleeping,
the other
and
way.
Of course he's going to put it up, which he's not going to put it up.
Let's put it this
unless
way.
I give him permission, and I'm not giving him permission. So.
Well, how do you know? It's not bad.
I haven't given you permission yet.
I have other ones with their mouth wide open, and I wouldn't use it. So I took the one that's actually very sweet. She looks like she's like a little angel sleeping there on the pillow. And then I got one of Sweepy, and I was just going to do a little short. Does Sweepy and Susie like camping? So anybody who thinks I should put that up let Merton know, and Merton will do it.
Hey, no. We're not going to let everybody else decide. It's kind of like everybody egging Devil Dog on to drink the stuff. Drink the stuff.
Go dog, ho,
No.
ho. They were going in the background. So
No.
a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
No.
You know.
No, I felt bad. I don't want to see anybody hurt themselves just so I can laugh at them. That's not. I would have laughed at him for making that,
It's
thing,
something about
because
men.
that's like, that's Three Stooge-ish, and that's funny.
But it's something. It's something about men. Like I'm pushing 70. I'll be 70 in a few years. My friend's 59, and then we have another one that's 45, and we like nothing better than to see each other. And I don't mean in a bad way. But we like nothing better than to see each other get hurt. It's weird. Like we like to dare them to do things, and then when they get hurt, we giggle. It's a man thing.
And I don't get that.
Women don't get it. No women get it.
Nope, I don't get it. Dawn Ray says she said no, so she votes no. Thank you, Dawn. My new best friend.
I've been married for 46 years. Believe me, I'm wise enough not to put it up unless she gives me permission, no matter what. Believe me.
Steve, his email is Ron Cornell, Cornell 546. Oh, sorry.
543.
543. Sorry.
At gmail.com.
Yeah.
So it's Ron Cornell,
Yay.
just like the university, Ron Cornell 543 at gmail.com. We'll take all the stickers that anybody knows. Ask anybody you know. Send them our way, and we're going to do a big shout out for everybody. So. And if you haven't checked out Desert Adventures, check it out.
Check him out. He does do some awesome
Desert Adventures in Arizona. It's a beautiful footage.
Yeah.
They go for hikes and this and that, and he takes his Jeep out in the middle of the desert, and he films scorpions in his bathroom sink, and that'd be like me having a rattlesnake in my backyard, Steve. I don't know if I could deal with that. I swear.
Carol says divorce.
No, not after all of this time. I don't think. Yep. Is that correct? Steve's asking.
And Doreen said she did a video one night recording herself sleeping and snoring. That's a good one.
You mean you actually put it up on YouTube?
She must have been taping something else and fell asleep, right?
Yeah, right.
Did you fall asleep, Doreen? Is that what happened? And you were supposed to be taping something else?
Susie will be doing a live at night, and she'll fall asleep, and she'll have her finger on one of the buttons. She'll send somebody 19,000 exclamation points or something, and they wonder where the hell. It's because she's sitting there like this, sleeping with her finger on it. I caught her last.
I did. I fell asleep last night.
Last night on Devil Dog. I woke up. She was in the same room as me doing it. I was out. I was sleeping. I woke up to toss and turn or whatever, and I looked. Susie's like,
my finger on the computer.
So, what? I was awake. No, you wasn't. No, you weren't.
Doreen said she did it on purpose. She wanted to hear herself snore, but she didn't. She didn't post it. She deleted it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Oh, so funny. It's hard to believe the camping season is coming to an end, But next year we've decided we're not going to do it every single week. We're going to do it every other week, and that way we'll have more time for YouTubing, and more time to work on the rig, and everything. It's been like a whirlwind. The last 2 months has just been a whirlwind. I can't even believe how fast it's gone by. My grandfather always told me the older you get, the faster time goes by. I didn't think he knew what the hell he was talking about, but now I'm here and I know exactly what he's talking about. Like, it didn't make sense to me when you're 17 and an old man's telling you the older you get, the faster time goes by. And when you're 17, you're like, hey, an hour is an hour. What does he mean? But I get it. Time just goes. For some reason, a day at work every once in a while will seem like 5 days, but yet a month will go by and it seems like 2 hours. If that makes sense.
Your email's on your About page, correct?
My email is on the About page.
Yeah, so Carl, it's on the About page if you can't find it, in case we might be just saying it wrong. Who knows?
No, it's Ron.
No, I'm goofing. But it's on his About page, so if you can't find it, maybe you can find it on the About page for the email.
Yeah, it's definitely there. Let me look.
And Carol says she wants to go out west and find herself a cowboy.
Yeah.
That is one thing I really enjoyed about Texas was the cowboys, I have to say. Nothing like a man in a cowboy hat and a pair of boots. I have to agree with you.
I'd have to say the man in the cowboy boots and a hat doesn't do too much for me. I might like the dude, but it doesn't do too much for me. But I get the whole, you know, facade that they have, whatever you want to call it.
Doesn't mean they're a nice guy. Just means they're good looking. That's
Right.
all.
Yes, it is on the about page, right at the bottom. RonCornell543@gmail.com. I have to rewrite this because way back when I first started the channel, when it was Boston Terrier Cuteness. We didn't have a Class C. We weren't RVing or anything like that. So,
Dawn Ray, thank you so much for stopping in and visiting us. We so appreciate
it's
it.
awesome, and we
Look
thank you.
forward to seeing you again.
And we're going to go to your channel and watch some of your videos, and we're going to give you a shout out right here, right now. Say it again, Sue.
Dawn Ray B, thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
And thank you, Doreen. Doreen just put up your link, your email link.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
thank you, Doreen. Now we can get all those wonderful stickers that we're going to look forward to, and we can put
I
them
would
all
love
over the
it.
side of the camper. We're going to be
We
excited
love
about
stickers,
that.
yeah.
That'll be a much better idea than painting it up looking
Right.
like a hippie van.
Right. You get some, I don't mean this a bad way, but you get some redneck cop in Arkansas that sees a Massachusetts plate with hippie flowers on the side of it. He's going to pull you over for some fun. So this way here, we're just, we'll be more stealth.
Carol said we're going to leave you home and we're going to go out west ourselves.
There you go. You can take Sweet Pea too. No, Sweet Pea stays home.
Carol, you're going to love it. I got Sweet Pea some Halloween costumes. I got her some Halloween hats. So I got her a unicorn and a Mexican sombrero and what's the other one? A piggy.
A piggy.
Which she does sound like a piggy. So you're going to love it. I'm going to take pictures. I got to get now. Next week I'll have time to do that because we've just been so busy.
We're going to take pictures and video. We're going to do a little short.
We'll put out some pictures so you'll enjoy those of little Sweet Pea. Steve sent us an email, so we'll check that out.
Cool.
Give me your phone. I can check it out when yours. While you talk.
So, see, she leaves me to talk. I don't know.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
I leave him to talk. This is the guy that doesn't normally like to talk. I'm usually the one in the family that does all the talking.
Susie does all the talking in this
But
family.
if you notice, he doesn't stop. And I don't know if he's supposed to be eating all Sandy's.
Sandy, I'm eating all your candy corn. You want to come take it away?
Candy corn.
I thought you didn't like it.
I didn't say that. I said it was not my favorite.
Did you like it?
It's okay.
Susie said it's okay.
Okay.
She ate it.
For the last candy on earth, I would eat it.
See? So we're getting close to the end of our time here. It's already 6:05. Susie's going to get a haircut. We have to go back to the rig and get things squared away down there. And we're leaving tomorrow morning. So
Yeah, Sandy come up with a way since COVID. She has come up with it's called a unicorn haircut. So she's gonna give me a unicorn haircut. So next week, if I look like a unicorn, you guys, you'll know why. Because Sandy gave me a haircut. So we're gonna try a unicorn haircut tonight. Sweet Pea doesn't know. No, Sweet Pea is used to Mama dressing her up. She's been getting dressed up
all her life.
She came to live with us, so
she doesn't mind.
No, she doesn't. She'll give you a look like really.
She gets bored with it, but she doesn't.
Yeah, she
doesn't get disturbed by it. She gets a little bored with it after a while, taking pictures like, do I really got to do this any longer? Type thing. But
we are heading towards Yuma after Christmas. We'll probably leave Christmas Day, and then we'll head that way, and we'll be back end of January, beginning of February. So we're going to go for like 5 weeks or so.
We'll be back more towards like the first week of February, the end of the first week of February, towards a little bit later, depending on when we leave Quartzsite, But yeah.
Right.
So that's.
Yeah, we'd love to meet as many people along the way.
Yeah, we want to try at least.
YouTube friends.
I have to kind of get to Yuma to get some dentist work done. But we have a little time to chill out here and there. So we want to meet as many people as we can.
So yeah, if you're
whether it's our
on that way, Doreen, you'd love it.
Other YouTubers or people who watch us or whatever, because we really appreciate you all. We really want to meet everybody. We just want to say hi, actually see these people face.
Hello at the flock. How are you, Robin? How you doing tonight? What's 310 Yuma?
That's the
Carol's.
I think that's the name of a movie. I think.
Is that a movie, Carol? Oh, thank you, Robin. That's so sweet of you.
Camp Therapy is in East Tennessee. Wow, we're going right through there.
Oh, East Tennessee. All right. Well, we'll have to make plans when the time comes when we know what our route was going to be and stuff like that.
Stop and say
that'd be
hi.
fun. I would love to go back to we've
Small-
been to the Grand Ole Opry. I would love to go back to the Grand Ole Opry. I don't know if we're going to be able to fit that in or not, but I would love to do that again. All the old people that we
like
enjoyed,
Alan
like Alan
Jackson and stuff were
they're the people that are
were
now
our
the
people.
headliners. So
Yeah, it's weird. When we were there before, it was still like Minnie Pearl and little Jimmy Dickens, which there's nothing wrong with those people, but that was when Michael Jackson was popular on the radio, and now he's the guy that's at Grand Ole Opry. It's weird. We're really getting old. Like classic rock stations do the same rock that we grew up with. If that makes sense, it's like, whoa, how did this happen?
I love Pigeon Forge. Doreen it's really she's closer to Doreen's closer to Pigeon Forge, which I do love that
it's
area.
It's a pretty area, Dolly Pond area.
It's been a really long time since we went that way. We went there,
and the Smoky Mountains are awesome.
15, 20 years ago now. It was really quiet, and it's changed a lot since then. And Robin says she's in Georgia on the Tennessee border.
Oh wow!
So that's doable. So we're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to mark it all out.
We're gonna have to mark it out and time it all out right and stuff. Yeah. I mean, the thing with our dentist in Mexico, like we can call like 2 days before and he'll get us in. It ain't like we have to have a set date. So like somewhere around Nevada, when we enter Nevada, we'll make the call. And so but we need to get there. I need to get my teeth fixed. I want my teeth to be somewhat healed when I get back to Quartzsite to meet all the YouTube people, because I want to be able to talk and eat and all that kind of stuff.
Have fun.
I
So
might have a list.
My sister said I might have a lift. So yeah. So anyways, I hate to cut it short here. Well, not short. We've already done over an hour. But anyways, we need to go because we have a bunch of stuff to do here at Sandy's, and we got a bunch of stuff to do back at the campsite. We got to get ready to leave tomorrow
I gotta
morning.
get my unicorn haircut.
Yeah, we got to leave tomorrow morning bright and early because we want to get home before dark and get the rig.
Trying to get home before dark.
Get the rig in and get everything put away, and then tomorrow night we can chill out for a little while before. Oh God, we got to go to work again on Tuesday.
But we have the weekend off, so we don't have to hurry through anything this week. So I am.
Yeah,
As much as I like camping.
We like camping, but we're gonna have a week off.
It'll be nice to not have to rush.
It's gonna feel good to have a weekend off. Next Saturday we'll get in our Corolla and go do some YouTube and somewhere like we used to every single Saturday, which we rarely do. Yeah, 310 to Humor is Weston.
Hello, Drunken Chef Barbecue. Thanks so much for stopping in. So sweet of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I hate to cut it short, but not cut it short. We've been here for over an hour, but we have to call it a night. We have a lot to do.
And thank you guys all so much for coming and joining us. We can't tell you how much we appreciate it.
It blows our mind, and we thank all of you, all of our subscribers, all the people who watch our videos, all of our friends that's helped us. It's amazing. It's a whole new community of friends and family, really.
All right, Carol. I don't know. I don't think we brought a camera, but if we did, maybe we can. Maybe we can tape me doing my unicorn haircut.
I have a camera, Doreen. I can film it.
Okay. He's got a camera, so we can tape the unicorn haircut. It ought to be good. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much for coming to visit us. We can't thank you enough.
So much, everybody.
Doreen, thanks so much for being our moderator tonight.
Not only you've been one of my best friends, but you're also we are one of your fans. There's no doubt about it.
We watch all of you guys. We can't thank you all enough.
Doreen over at Camping Therapy does wonderful old camp. She tours old campers and some of the vintage campers, and some of the stuff that she shows me is just mind blowing. I love it.
It is fun. I enjoy watching all the
blast.
ones.
So, anyways, thank you so much, and we'll see you all next Sunday at 5.
Stay safe, everybody. Take good care.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.